We'll go ahead and get started with questions for Meredith Mayer following the win against Jacksonville 78-76.
That was a very gritty win. This game felt different from the ones that I've seen play. You all seen play before. What do you feel about it?
I thought it was a great team win. I think we needed that. We knew it was going to be tough. We played them last year, and it was a tough game, just chippy and stuff, so we knew we had to stay grounded, but we wanted the win more than them, and that's what it came down to. We wanted it more, and I think we gave it our all, and we executed when we needed to, and so I'm happy that we got the job done. We needed it.
How was it with all these kids?
The kids bring so much energy, and they make it so much more fun. Really, honestly, they help fuel the offense and the defense. It's just like our bench. Our bench is always amazing, hyping us up. But whenever you have 2,000 little kids screaming, it makes it so much more fun. It's like you feel like a celebrity almost with all these kids like cheering you on, and I'm just like, it's amazing just to see the impact that we have on the community.
When it's the ball's in your hands, it's coming right down to you and Aislinn and Maddie. For that matter, just had ice water in your face today. You won the ball in that situation.
I know my teammates trust in me, and so I'm trying to have that confidence in that I can put the ball in the basket. But, I feel like between the three of us, we were really getting the job done. Ace in the stretch, they couldn't guard her. They couldn't stop her downhill at all, and that was very crucial for our win. She gave us a lot of good points and minutes. Same with Maddie. Maddie has ice water in her veins. There she is, actually. I'm just hyping her up. But no, I thought we got the job done when we needed to, and we executed well.
Yeah, definitely. I thought the passing was very crisp, finding the open, and you were working on that.
That and just knowing a good shot from a bad shot, just knowing the first shot I've taken, probably shouldn't have taken it. That I know the difference between a good shot and a bad shot. But I got into my groove a little bit. My teammates found me. We worked on that in practice, knowing when to pass the ball, knowing to take the shot. And so I think we executed that well, like how we practice, which is awesome to see it translate in a game.
We'll slide Maddie in really quick as well with you.
I was looking for you. Oh, I sprinted up the stairs. I was dodging little kids. Yeah.
She runs a fast break well. Maddie, I'll ask you the same things that I asked Meredith. Very gritty performance tonight. That game seemed to be different in how you closed it out than some of the other games I've seen.
Yeah, like everyone knows, we had those two rough games back-to-back to start the season, losing on single possessions. And we've spent a lot of time in practice working on end-of-game scenarios because we know we're going to be in them again, and today we were able to execute, and the practice paid off.
Is this the kind of game we're playing Penn State and Florida, so we'll make it better?
Obviously, yeah. Yeah, we need to work on closing games, and today we were able to do that.
Yeah, also, the game's on the line, and you, Meredith, and Aislinn, you kind of had ice water in your veins with those shots. Do you want the ball in that situation?
Yeah, we've spent countless hours in the gym. We know we're confident enough to take those shots, and we know that our team needs us to do it. So.
I thought the passing was superb today, too. You did a really good job finding the open player.
Yeah, we're definitely just gelling together as a team. We're, 9 games in, so things are starting to piece together.
Anything else?
I'll ask you all one thing. First quarter, it seems like everybody's kind of feeling things out. And the game's kind of muddy at that point, but it seemed like, I audibly noticed kids start screaming, and you all started picking it up. I think you went on 8-0 run, something like that. How did those situations really help you out, and how did the kids kind of get behind you today?
You want to go first or me?
I can go. I think that 8-0 run was Meredith herself. So she did awesome looking for her shot, and then when the kids get into it, it gets us excited too, and we like playing off the energy.
Yeah, I'd say the kids really fuel us. Hearing them scream, like I said before, it makes you feel famous, and it's cool. And then it's just awesome to see, looking back at the impact that we're able to have on these little kids. And hopefully they can grow up and want to be basketball players too. So.
Anything further for the players? All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Congratulations. All righty, Coach. We will open with a statement from you, and then we'll get to questions.
Well, first I just want to thank everybody who helped put on Kids Day. Obviously, it is always a lot of fun, and they provide a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm. And so, one of the nice things is we just have an amazing staff in Marshall Athletics, and so they're able to organize it, from everything on the video board to the music. They kept everybody in this gym enthused, and so huge appreciation for everybody and all the work that they went in to get this day to be as successful as it was. And it's a lot of different groups, from people helping with parking to getting everybody in this building. And so we are super grateful, because it's obviously a huge advantage when you have 3,000 students screaming for you on your side. So that was really fun.
It's fun. You kind of laugh when you hear them go from singing Baby Shark to Thunder
Oh,
Shark.
yes, absolutely. And I think every time you get a chance to be a part of a kids game, it's a unique experience and something you got to be really, grateful and thankful for, and then also realize you have a huge ability to impact all of these young students and how they view, athletics and women in athletics. And I thought we did a great job putting on a show, and you always want to win that game and make sure you come out on top and that they leave having a great experience. And so I'm really appreciative of our players did a really good job post-game and making sure they went up and talked to them and hang out with them. And that's one of the things I think we're really good at. And we have a group that understands the importance of community building and likes to do those things. So super fun day, and and it's just fun to watch that many young kids enjoy the game and be a part of the experience.
4 quarters this time, no bad quarters.
Oh, no bad quarters, so we'll take that. I thought defensively today there were some parts that we got better at, and then there's still some things that we need to shore up and we need to be better at. If we can get a couple more, tweaks to the defense, some of those runs would have easily been shortened, and we got the look we wanted, and we didn't get the rebound for different reasons, or we missed a coverage, and so those things we have still a lot more to give on defense. And offensively, I think one of the things you always have to do when you come into games is you got to adapt to how they're gonna be able to find open looks. And so I thought in the first quarter, it took us a little while to get some momentum. We had some good looks, but we actually had for us, a pretty poor effort to the offensive boards, which led to transition layups. And, we know we're going to shoot the three. We're going to shoot a lot of them, and we're going to go rebound it at a high rate. And you saw in the first quarter where there was 2 of them that we shot, and we didn't try to go get it. And you will get beat for layups every time. If you're sending everybody to the glass on threes and you're not really competing for the ball, it's the same as missing a layup as a guard. If you miss a layup or you give up a rebound on 3 that you didn't try to get, you're always going to get beat in transition. And, and so that I was disappointed in that quarter, because that's not something that we have struggled with. And so we talked about it, and we got way better, and we started getting those misses and competing for those misses so that we didn't get beat in transition. And I thought that was the big difference that set the stage in the first quarter for them and gave them extra buckets was, we had normal shots and normal reboundable balls, and the effort was just not as good as we've had.
As an overview, are you pretty well satisfied? How would you rate your satisfaction?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm trying to figure that one out today.
Over the course of the
Yeah.
season so far?
We are really starting to gel and understand what our plan is and how can we score and defend on each end. And obviously, because we're a little undersized on defense, you got to find some different ways to do some things because of some of the mismatches on rebounding and different things. And we wanted to be able to play a little faster today. And then, Cassie got hurt yesterday, and so that put us down at the guard spot. And it's finals week, and we've had a couple that have had really hard weeks. And, so I think playing the Saturday before and the Saturday after finals are the 2 hardest Saturdays of the year to play in, and you see more upsets on those 2 games because it's just really hard. They're really tired, and I thought that was actually kind of in the first quarter. We just looked more lethargic and tired than we've looked in a long time. But I've done this for a long time, and I've seen that before, and it's a hard week to practice. And I thought we actually had a really good week of practice for this time of year. And the good news is, the thing I know is it's just going to start. The next 3 weeks are the most fun of the year. You're just playing basketball. They know what they're doing. They know how they're doing it. They've gelled together as a team, and this is just going to take us further. And it'll be a fun week next week. Get to go to Cincinnati, and we have played both of our, kind of the big, Power 4 games really well, and we've given ourselves a chance. And this one will be fun because now it's in our backyard, and we're going to be able to have, more fans and more family. And so we're looking forward to that, and then obviously get to finish at home right before Christmas break. So, really we look at it since June to now, and there's been segments. How did we do up till Italy? How did we do up till the first game? And kind of now how do you go into Christmas break before you start conference play? And so it's been really good, and I look forward to, getting kind of healthy and getting rested after this week and seeing what we could do next week.
As far as creating good
Yeah.
Haven't seen you on the road much, but is that part of just it's
Yes.
together?
Yeah, that is a part of for sure. And we have spent a lot of time, it's like it's so easy to say whether it's a good shot, bad shot, but when you're having to make decisions in live play, with somebody on you as the ball handler, it sounds so much easier than it is, Don. And so we've been really working hard on helping them identify, what are the early triggers that I'm looking at so that I can make decisions sooner. And then, reality is when you're shooting it this well from the three-point line, you are going to get driving lanes because, the twos add up a lot slower than the threes. And, we went to the spread offense late in the third, and that was purposeful because it's hard to defend down the stretch and it's hard to keep people in front. And we got 3 great layups, and then I thought they made a really good adjustment to start switching things. And so we kind of switched back and got some different looks. But that's something we're able to do now is we've got different systems that we can run and find different advantages. And we've worked on having CC and Ace bring the ball up because, it's easier when you get the ball back and some passes have been happening. And I thought that just collectively continues to give us good advantages. And, when you have that many people that can shoot it and extend the floor, it's just hard on the defense.
Aislinn did a good job of taking what they gave.
Yeah, she did a great job. Yeah, and that's something she's been really focused on is, we need her to attack. And so, her ability to get by the first defender is really impressive, and it's, it's one of the things that really helps us offensively. And then, it's hard because whether they send another person or 3 people, and, sometimes they send everybody, and it's obvious other people are open, but you also have to get it out when they've sent everybody. And so she's been watching a lot of film with me and working on that, and I thought she did a great job today, and it reflected. And, she had a really efficient day today. And so I thought kudos to her because she's working on it and wants to, obviously she's a high-level scorer, but she's a great facilitator too. She can pass with both hands and do a lot of different things. And I thought that was the best she's done, and she got great looks and finished.
Your players have bought into your system.
Yeah. Yeah, they have. And I think, part of the, any coach, I think, when you're working really hard to help them, be successful at the things they're good at, I've learned that they buy in faster. And so that's really what we've spent a lot of time on doing is trying to figure out just what can we do on offense and defense to help them play to their strengths. And we still have more to give on offense. We have our next group that can do some things, and in 3 weeks I expect to have that, kind of that next, 6 through 10 in terms of scoring. I expect that to keep getting better. Trishondra Williams today got the ball on the block and scored on the other side. And so there's some stuff that we can do that is starting to happen more in practice, which is where it always happens first. And then it's going to keep carrying over to games. And all the good teams, the more people on the court you have to guard and can't help off of and can't leave, the harder it is to defend. And so we're going to keep working on developing everybody in their skill sets and finding ways to play different people.
All righty, thank you all very much.
What's the depth that you'd like to have, like 10 days?
I am willing to play anybody who has something that they can do to offer.
Okay.
And that's different every night. There's nights that we just need somebody, back when we played Penn State, we need every one of those 6'3" players to give us a chance. And that was true against Florida, and same for Toledo. So, we got to be able to do something at a really high level. And if you can find something that you can do that can help us compete for championships, I'm going to find a way to get you on the court. And, our job as coaches is to keep developing them to have more and more things that they can do at a high level. And so that gives us more flexibility in where and how we use them.
All righty, thank you all.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.